Hi, how are you? Another rosacea video today, and I thought we could go into what needs to be in your everyday routine if you're managing redness or rosacea. Just a quick reminder, because sometimes with rosacea videos I find that they reach people that maybe haven't met me before. I'm Rose, I'm a beauty journalist. I was diagnosed with rosacea 6 years ago, and everything I share in these rosacea videos is information that consultant dermatologists have told me. I am not going to mention specific products today. I want to give you rules and ideas of what to use. So for example, like moisturiser is going to be one of them, and looking for a moisturiser that helps to strengthen the skin barrier. I will do separate videos with product recommendations, but the reason I wanted to do something neutral today largely is so that if I'm mentioning something that you can't get for whatever reason, maybe is out of your budget, you don't like the brand, whatever the criteria could be, this is more to tell you what should sit in your routine so that you can do your own research and find things that work for you. So all of that said, let's talk about your routine. The great thing about redness and rosacea is that the simplest routines are actually the most effective in helping to manage it. So all I would recommend in the first instance for you is a great cleanser twice a day, a great moisturiser twice a day, and an SPF. From here, it can be really helpful to incorporate a treatment step. So for me, for example, I've got type 1 and type 2 rosacea, so I have persistent flushing, and then I also sometimes have red texture and bumps. It kind of looks a bit like spots, it can be confused with spots, but how you would know that texture is more of a rosacea texture than an acne texture is that acne spots tend to come to a head, whether that's a white head or a black head, whereas rosacea spots tend to be just angry red bumps. So for me, my treatment step that works really well for me is azelaic acid. That's a really great ingredient to help reduce the appearance of that redness. And I find with the right strength azelaic acid, I can see a reduction in texture in literally a matter of days. So even though that would maybe be your next step, it would be something that I would really recommend if you're particularly struggling with your skin. Let's start with moisturiser. Now, with red or rosacea prone skin, you can find that the skin is also tight or uncomfortable, maybe feels really dry. So moisturiser is a really important thing that will help to keep your skin more comfortable. Now, crucially, a lot of those symptoms can come from a compromised or irritated skin barrier. So when your skin barrier is really healthy, if I could do this a little analogy for you, this skin barrier is going to lock moisture in. It's going to prevent anything from getting into the skin like irritants, pollution, dirt, and everything's going to sit really nicely. But a compromised skin barrier looks like this, and so all of those irritants can get in, moisture can get out, and you can notice an increase in things like the redness and sensitivity. So ideally, your moisturiser that you're going to use twice a day is going to have ingredients in there that help to strengthen the skin barrier, which in turn is going to make your skin feel more comfortable, less tight, less dry. You're going to see less redness. It's going to have a huge knock-on effect. When it comes to your moisturiser, ingredients like ceramides are brilliant for helping to manage rosacea. A nice rich formula can often be quite helpful because a lot of that dryness will respond well to that. However, everyone's skin is different. If you find that you have maybe a more oily skin, you can get lovely gel consistencies that will be just as good as at repairing the skin barrier. Ultimately, I would say as well, try and look for something that's as simple as possible. If you want to add active ingredients to your routine, you could add those in elsewhere separately. If it was me, I would look for your moisturiser to really just focus on the skin barrier and moisturising the skin. All of that said, I'm a huge believer in everyone's skin is different, and the number one thing I would say is just carry on with whatever is working for you. Now, the next one is SPF that I would say is crucial to wear every single day. Here's the thing with SPF. Everything you read or any dermatologist will tell you it is the most important thing to use every day. We all know this. However, if I could just put it to you another way, the other thing that's crucial to remember with SPF is that wearing it every day will reduce the appearance of your redness. The sun is one of the biggest triggers of rosacea, and it will literally cause your skin to flush and look more red in lots and lots of people. So when you wear your SPF, Not only are you protecting your skin from the rays of the sun, pollutants, irritants, you know, it's every single derm as well will tell you, if you're hoping to achieve a healthy aging and look as great as you can at any age, it's the number one thing that you should be using. But in terms of redness, it's a very crucial step in helping to keep your skin really calm. So if you're not using it every day, let that be a little motivation that it is really worthwhile to use. And then your cleanser. Now, with cleansers, I personally think this is a really important step to get right when you have redness or rosacea. It's really important, as the name would suggest, to clean your skin. That's great. However, lots of cleansers are rich and moisturising and have ingredients in them that, again, are going to further support that skin barrier. If you are in the very early days of managing your rosacea, I would honestly recommend using a cream cleanser, something really gentle. Massage it off with your hands. When I come to do a cleanser video, I'll go into more detail. I'm not one of these do as I say, not as I do. I deviate from that sometimes. I will use soft cloths. I will sometimes use a balm. I've mixed and matched over the years and I've found what works for me. But in the early days, if you're thinking of making tweaks to your routine to keep things really comfortable, cream cleanser, no cloth. You can get cream cleansers that will take all of your eye makeup off and everything. You will see a world of difference to how hydrated your skin feels, and also when your skin is really nicely cleansed, all of those other things are going to work well alongside it. And then finally, your treatment step. This is where you're maybe going to have ingredients that aren't necessarily available over the counter that are really going to target repairing and helping to reduce the appearance of that redness. What I would say to you in this instance is seek medical attention. Luckily, there are loads of online resources now that you can use. I will make another video on these. But on the top of my head, I want to tell you about the Boots Online Doctor, where you send photos in of your skin and then they can make a prescription for you that they think is most appropriate, and you just pay for that prescription. There's Skin and Me, which is an online pharmacy prescribed service where you can have a formula made for you with active ingredients that you wouldn't be able to buy over the counter, but they can formulate with, that will help to target the redness. Or Clearer, that's what I'm currently using at the moment. That is a dermatologist designed service of the same nature, where you fill out a huge questionnaire. They will make a bespoke formula to treat your skin, and you use it in harmony with all of those other steps, but you will see a huge difference because it's been made to really target what is going on your skin. Now, there are other things you might want to add in, your active ingredients, vitamin C, for example, for radiance. We'll go into all of that in a further video, but for now, those basics, your moisturiser, SPF, cleanser and a treatment step, are the first things I'd really prioritise to keeping your skin as calm as possible. I've got nothing on my skin today, by the way, if you want to have a little look. Mine is kind of playing ball really well at the moment. I've got a few little broken veins there that I might think about having some laser for. I've really considered that before, but I am starting to think about it now, so if I do that, I can absolutely keep you posted. There's a top line. I want to keep these videos really easy to dip in and out of, so I'm going to leave it there. I'll go into more detail about all of those categories with product recommendations in another video. If you've got any questions, please feel free to leave them here, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.